Straight into part 3 then. Opening question. If you could share your bivvy with one person, male or female, who would that be?
Well, I can't say a male, can I?
I don't know. I've heard some rumours, mate.
Oh well, I would have to say my sweetest girlfriend, wouldn't
You
I?
couldn't say nothing else, really,
No.
could you? I'd have been straight on the phone to her if you said anything else.
I didn't say Salma Hayek. I said Marisol.
How often do you fish?
That's a good one, mate, because it's a bit of a misconception that people throughout the years, people that I've met seem to think for some reason that I spend all my life fishing, but for the last 15 plus years, I've done an office job from 8 in the morning till 6 at night, and just fished at weekends from Friday afternoon till Sunday afternoon, and a bit of holiday. So to answer your question, probably typically about 30 to 40 nights a year. There's been some years where I've pushed the boat out and done more if I've been on a campaign. This year, for my own fishing, I've done 8 nights at Raysbury, and we're now in the back end of November, so not a lot. So I think most people think that people like me fish all the time, but far from it.
And obviously work's got in the way, and that you just it's getting that balance, isn't it?
Exactly. Yeah.
I asked you about your favourite meal. What's your favourite bankside meal?
Woody's kicking chicken.
That is the correct answer. I've just put that one in purposely. That's the only answer I wanted, mate. Do you fish for carp 12 months of the year?
What I've done in the past is because I tend to fish hard in the spring and the summer and the autumn. Carp anglers, by their very nature, tend to be selfish, and by doing that through the peak months and so on, you're obviously neglecting family, friends, and so on. So I have tended in the last quite a few years to sort of spend the winter catching up with friends, seeing my nieces, doing family things, and all the things that tend to get put on the back burner. I have done my fair share of winter campaigns, and I'm going to try and do one this year, but generally I don't fish 12 months. I have a break and do the other important
Recharge
things
your
and keep that
batteries, mate.
balance. Yeah, absolutely.
Next two questions, two totally different questions, but could lean to the same answer. Most embarrassing moment in carp fishing?
Embarrassing.
And the next question is the worst moment in carp fishing.
Okay, right. Well, embarrassing's tough. I did start a fire once when I tried to discreetly burn my toilet paper. Dug a hole, got rid of everything, and then I thought I'd burn the paper off, and it was in a bit of a dry season.
I can remember it, mate.
So yeah, that's happened to me a couple of times actually. That's a bit embarrassing. I remember once I was fishing in the pipes at Sandhurst, and the lake was packed, heavingly busy, and I was filming the TV show, fishing with Daryl Peck, and it was just on dusk, and it seemed like everybody on the lake was watching us, and I was fishing at reasonable range, and I was putting the rods out just as it got dark, and you could just feel the eyes from all the bivvy just scrutinising us, and I don't know, I just had a feeling something was going to go wrong. And one of the rods, I went to cast it out, and somehow I cracked it off, and it went off like a shotgun, and everyone around the lake went, "Yay!" I just sort of retired back into the bivvy. That was embarrassing. Worst moment in carp fishing?
Losing a particular fish, or?
I don't know. One would have to be, I broke my ankle once in the middle of the night going down a bank to strike a bite. I was on a lake that didn't actually have any swims.
Poaching.
Yeah, guesting, I think
Guesting,
it's called.
sorry, guesting, yeah.
And I went down the bank, and as I did, I put my foot in a rabbit hole, went over the top, landed in the lake with my ankle at right angles, and I had to pull myself back up this vertical bank with gorse bushes, and I laid awake there all night. I took 2 packs of loads of Anadin extra, and my ankle, I remember it just came up enormous, and I laid there, and in the morning Ian Paul was in the area for some reason. He'd been texting me, and he came by with my girlfriend at the time, and they packed up all my gear and took me to the hospital, and so that was a bit of a low. There's probably been others that I can't think of. I am prone to disasters, so there's probably quite a few that I'll kick myself, or people watching this would go, I can't believe he hasn't mentioned such and such incident. But
I'm sure they'll let you know.
Yeah.
Within the carp fishing fraternity, you're obviously massively known. Do you get recognised on the street?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, it's well, it happened to me a couple of hours ago in a petrol station down the road. But yeah, Tesco's, pubs. Yeah, it does seem to happen quite a lot, and is always.
How do you find that? The reason I've asked that question, speaking to Marisol a few weeks ago, she said it's embarrassing. We're going to doing our weekly shop, and people keep coming up and saying, "You're Adam, aren't you?" I mean, he's Adam. So what?
Yeah, well, I mean, I don't know. It's nice, really, I suppose, because it's nice that people take their time out to be friendly, and it's nice that I think that they feel they can approach me, you know, which I sort of get a little glow on me about. You know, it's nice to know that people think they can come up and say hello, and something that I'm quite, well, my mum's particularly proud of. I was in Tesco's in Norwich with my mum. No, it was Asda's actually in Great Yarmouth, and we were going around doing the shopping, and this guy stopped me, and he was working in there, and I asked him where the gravy granules were. I said, "Excuse me, mate," and as he's turned round, he's clocked me, and he said, "Oh, you're off the telly," and I said, "Oh, my mum was so proud, bless her." But yeah, it's nice.
Good on you, mate. What aspirations do you have in life outside of carp fishing or outside of fishing? Have you got any aspirations?
I'm content having quite a simple life, as long as it's happy and stress-free. I think, you know, that one of my sort of main objectives in life is just to keep smiling and have a happy life. And I think as long as you've got good health, which luckily I've been fortunate with, your health is the most important thing.
Yeah.
Nothing else really matters, you know. And if you've got nice people around you and good health, then I don't really aspire to any great things, which is just as well, really, because my wallet's pretty empty at the moment. But yeah, I mean, I would like to travel a bit more. South America and Africa, they're the 2 continents that I've not visited that I would like to. Yeah, they're some sort of key aspirations, I suppose. But just to be happy and keep smiling, and do the things that I love doing, and surround myself with like-minded people and people that I love. So yeah, just simple things, mate.
And what about within the carp fishing? Any aspirations or?
Not really. I mean, if I carry on working within the industry, then you know, I'm very fortunate to have done the jobs that I've done, and I haven't got any. I've always had this ethos or this philosophy that you should. We all spend our whole lives working, you know, and
too much.
And if you've got a job that you hate, then you end up having a bit of a miserable life. And so I've always said to myself that if I was ever in a job that I didn't like, then I would try and find something else to do with my time. And I know it's not always possible for people, because you've got family and commitments and people that are relying on you maybe, but I've always taken that chance, and if I've woken up one day and not wanting to go to work, then I've done something about it and found something else to do. And
gone fishing.
So yeah, I think try and find something that you enjoy doing. I appreciate that's not easy, and I've been lucky, but if I hadn't have found this, I would have
good philosophy,
done
mate.
Something else that I would have liked.
Favourite film?
I
know you're a bit of one for your telly.
I'm a proper film fanatic, and films at the top of my list include One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, huge Nicholson fan, Shawshank Redemption, obviously, Dances with Wolves made a huge impact on me the first time I saw it, and subsequently, and yeah, Jaws, Alien,
right variety.
a huge variety, but yeah, I've I'm always on the IMDb, the International Movie Database, looking at what's going on and the ratings, and I go to the cinema probably 15 times a year. You know, I catch all the ones that come out and buy Empire magazine, and I always said actually that if I didn't do what I did, then my dream job would be working for Empire magazine, reviewing films, because I love writing, I love watching films. So if there's anyone out there from Empire magazine watching this, or Total Film like that too, give me a call, because I'd love to work for you.
Music?
Love music, go to numerous festivals every year, a lot of live gigs, love live music, again probably 8 or so live gigs a year, everything from Alanis Morissette to Guns N' Roses to Stereophonics. Got a huge collection on my iPod and CDs indoors. Again, if it's good, I like it, whether it's rock or ballad stuff, anything. I'm not really into Ollie Murs, I know you are, but yeah, right. I love my music.
You've recently left Calder, and understand you're in this process of setting up Adam Penning Carp Fishing, amongst other things. Tell us all about that.
Well, I've taken a new direction, which is taking me into the territory of carp tutorials, which something that I hadn't really previously considered doing, but at Calder there was a lot of demand, a lot of people requesting to do fishing trips with the various members of staff, because we had high profile. The company policy was always that we couldn't do that, but now I'm on my own, I can open myself to that. So I've set up a Facebook page, Adam Penning Carp Angler, which I'm promoting my tutorials. I've got an active Twitter page, Adam_Penning, and in the process of setting up a website, and this is the first of a series of videos and blogs and things like that, which I'll be using to sort of keep my profile out there, and to sort of promote my tutorial business. So yeah, I will be doing a bit more fishing, probably less of my own personal fishing. I'll be going around fishing venues with individuals, and hopefully helping them out with their fishing. And you know, I've got experience from doing carp academies and charity events and so on, and I get a great buzz out of helping people catch carp. So yeah, hopefully that will be a successful venture.
Excellent, exciting times by the sounds of it.
Yeah, very much so. I've got a lot to do, like setting up the website and so on and so forth, but certainly the Facebook and the Twitter side of things have gone crazy, ridiculous.
You said your first week of your Facebook account of Adam Penning Carp Fishing, how many unique hits?
I'd in the first 6 days I had 21,500 unique visitors, which
incredible.
Which I was incredulous at, really, just astounded me. But yeah, it's something that has been taking a lot of my time in the last couple of weeks, trying to, you know, I always try and reply to people, and I've got a pretty much 100% rate on that at the moment, but it's getting to the stage where I've got so much coming in that I can't reply to everyone. So but I do try on Twitter and on Facebook to reply to everything. So yeah, I like contacting people.
I know your bookings are going well already. Prior to filming, you was telling me about your 4 seasons package.
Yeah, the 4 seasons package was a clever idea from my old mate Mark Woodage. It was one of the few good things that he's ever come up with. But it revolves around. Well, your gem of an idea revolved around taking people on a 4-season based tutorial package. So as you rightly pointed out, if you're going to go on a session, a tutorial with someone in February, then doing it again in June or the autumn or the spring, they're all going to be vastly different in terms of approach and the general dynamic of the session. So I am going to be putting together a package where people have the opportunity to come during those 4 different separate seasons, those 4 times of the year, and learn the sort of key approaches to each one, and the different styles of fishing, because obviously they do all demand a slightly adaptive approach. So yeah, the 4 seasons package is something that
that's excellent.
I'll be putting together.
Brilliant idea.
Cheers
Whoever
for
came out with that one. Where do you envisage doing your tutorials?
That's a good question. I'm going to have a wide range of fisheries at my disposal, thanks to the owners and clubs that have allowed me to. I'll be doing everything from my very exclusive syndicate, not my one I'm a member of, Fryening in Essex, which has got fish to £50, almost £50. Gary Bays' water, which has got some incredible carp in. Both of those are serious big fish venues, and some people want to just come fishing with me just to pick my brains, have a cup of tea and fish with big fish, which that'll be perfect for them. But obviously I need to cater for all levels, so there'll be some people that want to catch their first double, or want to learn how to spod, or feel the lead down, or just general watercraft. So there'll be a whole range of venues available that will be that can be applied specifically to helping them learn any facet of carp fishing they want to. So whether it's a runs water or a good floater fishing water, there's so many around here that we've got good access to. Linear fisheries, basically anywhere within 25 miles of Chelmsford I'll travel free of charge. Outside that I've obviously got to apply a mileage rate, but because I've had people asking me to go to Yorkshire and so on, which I will do, happy to go there, because a lot of people, they might want to apply what they learn during the tutorial to their actual venue, have it on there. I mean, what could be better if you're struggling on your own lake, than to see maybe how I might approach it, and see if we could catch some fish together and crack it together, and then obviously they can apply what they've learned ongoing to that venue over the course of the season. So flexible.
Okay, and will they be 24, 48-hour sessions, or
3 different choices? There'll be a day which will be an 8-hour day. Then there'll be a 24-hour, which from 9 a.m. one morning until 9 a.m. the next morning, and overnight, and 48 hours. So I've had a few inquiries for longer than that. So basically, by discussion and arrangement, I'm flexible. Also, for European trips, I had a couple of guys ask me if I'll go to France with them.
You said,
so, by arrangement, I mean the diary's filling up now, but by arrangement I would happily take on a 5-day trip to France with a group of lads to sort of see how we all crack the venue, hopefully, and so open to everything really, mate.
And your courses, say I was interested and wanted a tutorial on just rigs or bait or location, can you tailor the course to that specific need?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I've been speaking to everybody who's expressed an interest on the phone to find out exactly what they want out of it, because obviously they're paying good money to come and spend time with me, so I want them to go away feeling that they've achieved what they wanted to achieve with it. So a big part of the process is preparation. So during that time on the telephone, I'll be finding out what their experience is, the waters they fished, what they want to learn, and then I'll be processing all that information and thinking of the most suitable place to do it, and also having a very basic, or maybe not so basic, but some kind of structured syllabus, so that all of the points they want to learn during that tutorial are itemised and covered accordingly. So
I assume with regards to costs, it's going to depend on what your tutorial involves, or the duration, or will you have set costs?
The costs won't really change according to subject matter. As I said, I mean, whether somebody wants to come and share a session with me and just pick each other's brains and have a cup of tea, or whether they want to sort of learn everything, the cost will be the same. But the cost obviously varies according to time. So, I mean, the standard sort of rates. I mean, I've got seasonal variations, and the prices do change. But I mean, typically it's about 180 to 200 for a day, 250 to 3 for 24 hours, and about 450 to 550 for 48 hours.
Plus your travel.
Plus travel. I mean, those prices I've been negotiating, doing deals with people, because sometimes they, if I want to bring a friend, then I'm quite willing to be flexible. And even for groups, I've had a couple of bookings for groups of 6 people. So obviously that per person, the price comes right down. So that's the sort of. But I'm feeling my way into it. This is a new thing, so that's the kind of structure at the moment. But it might change. But that's the formula.
Cool. Any questions I've not asked that you'd like me to have done?
No, I think they've been good questions actually, Woody. I'd like the opportunity to turn the tables on you and do my own set of questions for you.
You wouldn't see me if
watch
it
you
does,
squirm.
mate. You wouldn't see me if it does. It took us about an hour to get this started. So we couldn't stop laughing. Perhaps we'll have an outtakes. Mate, it's been a journey for you.
It has, yeah.
You're a top fella. I know whatever you
Thank
turn
you.
your hand to is going to be a huge success.
Thank you, mate. I appreciate that.
All the very best, mate.
You're a diamond. Cheers, Woody. See you
Cheers,
again
fella.
soon. Nice one.
20 minutes exactly.
Really?
Yeah.
You did swear.
I know.
You said two.
I'll have to bleep them out. I'll have to drop that.
Were you happy with that?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. I don't know whether there was any questions that I would have liked you to have answered, but no, you've done a superb job there, my old cheese monkey.